Hey guys, Hector Castillo, Poppy from girlschase.com. Today I want to talk about what to do if she's hard to get. Now there's actually two interpretations here of what that actually means. Is she hard to get can mean she's just hard to get in that she's a super high value girl, because high value girls are hard to get by definition. You know, there's a 1% of everything in this world, every field, finance, business, art, whatever. Girls are the same. Some girls are just hard to get because they're super gorgeous, but not only are they super gorgeous and hot, they're really cool. They're smart, they're successful, they're creative, they're interesting. They have high standards for who they let into their life. And so by definition, they're going to be hard to get. And then there's also another definition of hard to get is where girls pretend to be hard to get. Now, look at the operative word there, pretend. A lot of times women will pretend to be hard to get when they're not hard to get, because what they're doing is they're trying to manufacture the mirage that they are hard to get and high value. But what they do is they use fake things like aloofness or not responding, leaving you on red. And it's a sexual tactic that works a lot, but it's still an act sometimes. So we need to know how to deal with when a girl is obviously acting like she's hard to get and how to tell the difference. And then when she's trying to act like she's hard to get, you have two strategies. You're either going to be super aggressive and knock down her wall by knocking it down and just punching it and climbing over it and throwing love letters over it and singing songs to get her out of the wall, whatever. Or you have to play even harder to get than she does. So let's go over the first one. She actually is hard to get, and then if she's acting hard to get. Now, before we get started with this, for you to actually be able to find out if this girl's hard to get or if she's acting hard to get, you have to meet her and talk to her. So we have a free 7-day mini course in the description, and I'll put it right here. It teaches you how to approach girls, how to have confidence when you're approaching girls, and how to recognize when you should approach a girl because she's giving you signs of interest. Okay, so if she's hard to get, then you're just gonna have to be really, really high value and have good game. I know that seems like a simple response and might piss you off, but if you want to get the top 1% of girls, the girls who could be Instagram models if they wanted to because they're fucking gorgeous, they're sexy, every guy in their life not only wants to fuck them, but wants to date them because they're so amazing, they're smart, they're funny, they're kind, they're caring, they have high standards for who they let in their life, they have high standards for themselves, they're just amazing women, the top 1%. They exist, they're out there. If you want to get them, you have to also be in the top 1%, not only with the way you present yourself, with what you accomplish or what you're gonna accomplish. These kind of women don't want basic men, they want ambitious men. I'm not saying you have to be some fucking billionaire, but you do have to have a guy who's on some sort of mission. You have to be the man who is on a journey towards something greater than himself and her, because she wants to be a part of that journey. And if you're asking why, it's kind of like, okay, I put a 6 in front of you. Let's just use an arbitrary number to designate some girl's attractiveness. Let's put a 6 in front of you and then put a 10. Who the fuck are you gonna choose? Of course you're gonna choose the model that you've been in love with all your life, the celebrity, super hot girl you've been in love with all your life. It's not to denigrate the 6. I mean, she's fine. She's a human being worthy of respect, but you're gonna wanna fuck the 10. In the same way, these girls want the best men they can get, and they have so many options. They're the kind of girls who could date celebrities if they wanted to, who could date high-flying businessmen if they want to, girls who could date royalty if they wanted to. So if you want to get that level of girl, you have to be at least within her hemisphere. So if you want to get that level, keep watching these videos, subscribe to the channel, ring the bell, like it, because it's going to take a long time to get to that level, and you have to learn really intense game, and it's going to take years and years and years and years. So if you want to be a millionaire, you got to do work that makes you millions of dollars. So that's the simple solution. Might be hard to hear, but that's the truth. Now, if you have a girl who is pretending to be hard to get, that is something completely different. So when she's pretending to be hard to get, it could be over text or in person. Maybe she's just very aloof in person. She'll give you attention, then she'll withdraw attention, or over text message, she's texting you, everything's nice, and then she kind of disappears, or you say something wrong, and then she starts to pull back. What do? Well, again, just get better game. But what you can do so prevent it by having better game, but if you get stuck in this position, you obviously want an answer that's applicable and it's gonna help you actually get her. So there's two different solutions. One, the first one is my favorite, and it's, in my opinion, in my experience, the most effective, but it takes effort. You need to persist and you need to try hard. What you need to do is basically, she's putting up a wall for one of two reasons. She either recognized that you're being too eager and you're chasing too hard, and you're lower value than her, and so she's gonna pull back. Or what she's trying to do is she just has some sort of insecurity, ego issues, she's feeling like she's a bad bitch lately, whatever it is, it could be 1,000 different things, and she's acting that she's higher value than she really is. In most cases, even if both of those are the cause, I think that you should persist. How you persist specifically is like a video worth 10 hours. There's so many contextual things that we'd have to figure out. But I would say that if she's playing hard to get, push hard. One of my favorite things is to stagger your approach. So let's say it's over text message and she's being really difficult to meet up. Trying to ask her out, she doesn't respond, or she says, hey, I'm busy. Okay, cool. Then 1 or 2 days later, just have a conversation with her. Talk. If she's not responding after you trying multiple times, there's no magic thing I'm gonna tell you to say that's gonna get her to respond, I'm sorry. But if after that conversation, then you feel like there's some emotions there again, so now she's starting to let her wall down, because basically the perspective, or the approach here is that she's putting up this wall, and she's putting up that wall usually because she wants to see, like, am I worth you putting that much effort in? And what you're gonna say is, yes, you are, right? So it requires you to put yourself out there a little bit, but if you wanna fuck girls, you're gonna have to do that. Now, there's a very popular mantra in this community, because guys who wanna act cool, like, she's not worth the effort. I'm so much higher value than her. I don't have to do that. I'll just chill. I'm gonna stop texting her. That's the second strategy. Pull back even harder, play the game even harder. My experience, that doesn't work as often as you would like it to be. It does sound cool, like, yeah, just fuck her, cut her off, whatever. Sounds nice, doesn't really work out that often. Sometimes it does. If a girl's really playing hard to get, yeah, of course, cut her off, right? She's not responding to anything, chill. But I've had times where girls are flaking, not responding, flaking. You know, the conversation isn't that great, but I keep fucking pushing. And then eventually, because I've tried so hard, eventually she just says, okay, you know what? Or I don't know what she says, but I'm getting the sense that she thinks, all right, fine, I'll give him a chance. She happens to be in the right place of her life. You've put enough effort where she's like, all right, I'll meet up with this guy. And you meet up with her and you fuck her goddamn pussy. Now, would have you gotten that if you would stop trying? Probably not. So there is merit in effort, because men, we have two modes. We have the immovable object, where we don't give a fuck and we're outside of like trying, but we also have the unstoppable force, where we just go and go and go and go. And you wanna know, women love this. It may seem like you're making a fool of yourself and you're trying way too hard, but the guy who's trying too hard is gonna usually learn and accomplish a lot more than the guy who thinks he's too cool to try multiple times with a girl. It works, but in my experience, it's not as effective as just trying again and again and again. So that's my approach to how to deal with girls who are acting hard to get. And then of course, girls who are actually hard to get, you just gotta have a great game and be a great guy. Okay, this is Hector Castillo from girlschase.com. Hope you enjoyed the video. Please follow me on social media. Also remember, we have a free 7-day mini course in the description. Like, subscribe, ring the bell. Don't be hard to get, and leave me a comment about what you thought about the video, and we'll have a conversation, because I'm open to conversation and I'm not hard to get. I'm very easy to get. I'm a little slut. Okay, I love you. Bye. Ciao.